Huracan Aventador. Today we're going to be checking out this 2019 Lamborghini Aventador SVJ Coupe. This SVJ is for sale here at Manhattan Motorcars in New York City, so if anyone's interested in it, come see Viviana and tell her I sent you. I'm holding the key to this beast. It says Lamborghini on this side, and then on this side you've got your lock and unlock buttons. So right now it's locked, so if we unlock it, of course you've got the iconic scissor doors with carbon fiber illuminated door sills that say Aventador. And we'll dive into this interior shortly, but take a look at how cool it is. It's ad personam, which gives you the white on the sides of the seats. Normally it'd be black, but here it's white, even on the headrests. So for now, let's shut the door and take a look at the outside of the SVJ Coupe. So starting at the back, you've got a gloss carbon fiber rear wing, and you can also get this in matte carbon fiber. You've also got that gloss carbon over here for an air intake, and surrounding the engine here. And you can see the V12 engine with the firing order written on it. And you'll see here it says ALA on the rear wing, as well as on the front splitter. We'll check that out shortly. But that stands for Aerodynamica Lamborghini Attiva, which means Lamborghini Active Aerodynamics. So that refers to their aerodynamic system. You've got a mid-mounted exhaust back here, as well as a gloss carbon rear diffuser that looks very aggressive. On the rear quarter panels, you've got the SVJ logo. So this can either be painted or a sticker, or you don't have to get them at all. You can just get it blank. You've got black center lock wheels with bronze brake calipers, and the bronze brake calipers are a $1,400 option, which is the same amount as the carbon fiber foot plates inside the car, as well as the cross stitching. You've got the Italian flag colors right there, as well as an Aventador SVJ badge and gloss carbon fiber side skirts. This one has carbon fiber mirrors, and there's a badge here that says Aventador SVJ 1 of 900, so there were only 900 coupes made and 800 roadsters made. At the front here you've got this aggressive looking front bumper, as well as the ALA front splitter and some gloss carbon here. So take a look at this. I have the window sticker here. So the exterior color is called Bianco Fons, and it's a gorgeous matte white paint, and the interior is Narrow Cosmos. So the SVJ Coupe starts at $517. This one has loads of options, coming all the way to $612, $265, so almost $100,000 in options. That's pretty crazy. For example, this paint is a $14,800 option, and these wheels are a $5,200 option, and even the carbon fiber wheel caps are an $800 option. So now let's dive into this interior, which is very cool. As I mentioned, it has the white on the side of the seats, as well as an SVJ logo stitched onto the seat here with bronze, and that's an optional feature. And you'll notice there's cross stitching on the inside of the car here, and that's a $1,400 option. And what also is a $1,400 option are the carbon fiber foot plates. So you've got the electric and heated comfort seats covered in Alcantara. You can also get the carbon fiber bucket seats, which are one piece, and they're not nearly as comfortable as these seats. And of course they're not heated or electric. So something to note is that this isn't just any Aventador. This is the Aventador SVJ, which stands for Super Veloce Jota. It's the more lightweight track-focused version of the Aventador. It has 20 more horsepower than the Aventador SV, the car that came before the SVJ. So the SVJ has a 6.5-liter V12 naturally aspirated engine that makes 760 horsepower, so this car is very powerful. So since this is a track-focused vehicle, you've got loads of carbon fiber, including on the doors here, and this one has the Lamborghini Sensonum sound system, which is an optional feature. So carbon fiber completely covers the doors. You don't even have a door handle, you just have this leather strap here that you pull to shut the door. And and the door is shut. So not only do you have carbon on the doors, you also have it in the center control stack here. And in the center, you've got this red switch. You flip it up and you can access your engine start stop button. So this is very reminiscent of like a fighter jet, and it's super cool and typical to all Aventadors. You've got your infotainment screen with some general car buttons like for the windows and the front axle lift system. You've also got buttons and a dial here to control the infotainment, as well as buttons to change your driving mode. So Strada is like comfort, Corsa is like race mode, and Sport is in between Strada and Corsa, and then Eco is the mode where you can customize your settings. You've got more buttons here to control the infotainment, as well as the volume and power button for the infotainment, and another dial and some more buttons. You've also got your reverse button here, your electronic parking brake, and your button to pop it into manual, in which case you would use these paddle shifters on the steering column. The steering wheel itself is leather and Alcantara, and you've got smooth leather, so normally you might see perforated leather, but here it's smooth leather with that nice bronze stitching, and you have Alcantara on the top and the bottom of the steering wheel with a white 12 o'clock center marker up top. The branding package gives you the Lamborghini badge on the passenger side of the dashboard. You've got Alcantara over there with cross stitching and leather down here, and I must say this cross stitching looks so good. It is so worth the $1,400. You've got carbon fibers surrounding the instrument cluster here, and the back of the seats are constructed of carbon fiber as well. So if we turn on the electronics, so now the instrument cluster and infotainment system have come to life. So this SVJ is pre-owned. It has 478 miles on it, so not a lot of mileage, but it's not brand new either. You've got some vehicle info on the left and the right side of the instrument cluster, and then your tachometer in the center with your current driving mode and your miles per hour on the lower right. And here is the infotainment system, so you can navigate it by pressing navigation, and it will take you to navigation. You can enter a destination. You can also go to info or car, setup, radio, media, name, and telephone. You use this dial here to navigate the infotainment system, and you can press down. So now I'm going to put it into the other modes, and you'll see that the instrument cluster changes a little bit. So here's Sport, Corsa, and Ego, and back to Strada. To open the door, you just press down on this black square here, and then simultaneously lift up on this silver piece here. So you press down, lift up, and the door goes up a little bit, and then you just push it up all the way. So that's the 2019 Lamborghini Aventador SVJ Coupe, and if you can't afford this one, maybe you can afford this one. And check this out, this is a 2020 Lamborghini Urus in Giallo Age with an Elegante Terra Asia interior. Very unique color, very elegant, very classy. You don't see this too often in Uruses. Normally you see black leather, or sometimes you see colored leather like red or green, but this is not very common, and it's so beautiful with the Q Sutura stitching. You've got illuminated door sills that say Lamborghini, a Bang & Olufsen sound system. You've got leather on the doors with some Alcantara here. Very classy spec. Let's hop in. So I have the window sticker right here, and you'll notice that it says for interior, it says narrow Ade. So what that's referring to is the dashboard is in narrow Ade, and so is the doors. There's black leather, and that's considered the main color, and then this is Terra Asia. And you'll see here on the window sticker, Bicolor Elegante is a $2,526 option. The steering wheel in the same color is a $1,262 option. So this one has loads of options, and they add up. The starting price is $207. This one is $257, so it has $50,000 in options. If we put the window sticker aside and just take a look at this interior, it is so beautiful. You've got two screens, one here, both touchscreen. This one's focused on climate control. This one's your infotainment system. So we have the key, and what's unique is that you can put the key. By the way, the key has the trunk release, lock, and unlock buttons, and on this side it just says Lamborghini. But there's a storage space for the key right here. You just put it in there while you're driving, so that's very convenient. And then you flip this up to start the car, but we're just going to turn on the electronics for now. So the climate control just came on, and so is the infotainment system, just initializing. There's the instrument cluster with your tachometer in the center, your miles per hour down there, as well as some other vehicle information. Let's shut the door. So let's take a quick look at the infotainment system. You've got things like radio, media, telephone, navigation, phone apps, Urus, settings, and help. If we go to Urus, you can change the height of the car, as well as check out vehicle information and adjust the seats, the AC, lights and vision, and more. So you've got home, radio, media, telephone, and navigation. And down here is your climate control screen, so if you want to make it warmer, or if you want to make it colder, or if you want to sync both the driver and passenger side, you just press sync. And it syncs. You can also adjust where the air comes out, so if you want it towards your feet, you just press that, or if you don't, you just press it again. You've got this ambient lighting in the cup holders, as well as on the doors, on the dashboard here. So that's cool. I always love to see ambient lighting in cars. If we go back home, go to radio, you can change it between the stations, just scroll like that. And my favorite part about this car is this, the Lamborghini driving mode selector. This looks like it's straight out of a fighter jet. It's so cool. So watch how you change between the different driving modes. So you actually take this, pull it forward to Sport, Corsa, and Neve. And to customize your driving experience for things like the steering and the suspension, you can move this forward and adjust the different things. You can change the display in the instrument cluster with this right here. This is one of my favorite parts about this car, is that it has night vision assist.